trusting in his holy word. He never failed us yet. Looking at my Gucci, it's about that time. Grab a piece of paper and write this line. Real talk, real fathers, real men. We on YouTube and we on Facebook. Check us out. The topic for today is, we came a long way, but we got a long ways to go. Real talk, real fathers, real men. It's that time, y'all. Let's talk about it. Well, this is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad within it. I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. As an ointment upon the head that runs down the beard, even Aaron's beard that runs down to the skirt of his garment. Well, y'all, I got one that I actually did last night, but I'm not gonna post that right now. If you want to see that one, it's called First Time Meltdown. And I don't know when I'm gonna put that one out, but I'm not gonna put it out now because, hey, your boy went in. I went in like Flynn, man. I wasn't playing with it last night. Had some things on my mind and I got it out. So that means today I can give you a more user-friendly version. What I like to talk about is the football player, Kaepernick, or whatever his name is. People was really going in still on social media about him not standing up doing the national anthem. And they said he's not honoring the flag, even had death threats. And it's, you know, on this show, we really don't address political issues, but this is not a political issue, y'all. This is real talk, real father, and a real man. Because he said, I've been receiving death threats. And if it means me getting killed and me dying, to bring awareness to this is worth it. So if you check out my Facebook page, you'll see that one of my friends, and he's a good friend, and I hope he wasn't offended, he put a football player that also played for San Francisco, who chose the Army versus football. And he asked who was the real hero. And my answer to that, they both were heroes. They both were heroes because they both stood up and took action for something they believed in. And that's what being a man is all about. So let's talk about Black history. And y'all know me, like I said on some episodes ago, that color, NA. I've been addressing the color issue a lot, saying, hey, what is it? You know, why do y'all hate us? And then I just started thinking that when my brother started school, integration has just begun. When I was in kindergarten, nursery school, what we used to call it, the kindergarten, when I was 4 or 5 years old, integration was just starting. You have to realize something. I was born in 1965. In 1965, in some places, black people still had to walk through the back door. In 1965, you can still be arrested for looking at a white woman in some places in the South. So, you know, if you spoke to them, it was really a crime. In 1965, it was all right if black people protested the way they protesting in my home state right now, North Carolina, go Heels, go Blue Devils, go Wolfpack, go Seahawks. But where they protesting at now, in 1965, those same people would have been sprayed with water hose. They would have had dogs sick on them. You know, they would have been arrested for peaceful protests. So we came a long way, but we got a long ways to go. The song say we come this far by faith, trusting in the Lord, leaning on His holy name. He never failed us yet. We can't turn around. We can't turn around. And when you think about that, you're like, what is he talking about? What I'm talking about is somehow or another, no matter what society throws at you, you got to keep your head up and stand the fight. Because there's a lot of people out there that, and they, you know, man, I can find something good in everybody. But you have people out there just like I was born in 1965. That meant that my mother and my father who was born in 1941. So think about it, when my father was 18, he was during the time frame where, hey, you better not look at a white woman. He was during a time frame where you had separate movie theaters, separate stores. My mother, she was born in 1947, so she experienced the same thing. So the reason why I'm saying that is when you turn around and you look and you say, well, wait a minute now, if your parents was on the receiving end of this abuse, that means some of my friends who's white, their parents was on the giving end of the abuse. So do I hate my friends because maybe their father was somebody who hated blacks? Nah, because their role was just as hard for me if they overcame that. So when you look at some of these police officers now that's doing the wrong thing, when you look at some of these people that's saying the wrong things about killing a football player just because he won't salute a flag, and a flag that, you know, let's switch beats real quick. If you're part of the Tea Party, you should be all over this. Because the thing that you said that you represent is the Constitution of the United States. And the Constitution says that you have the right. You have a constitutional right. That's why I took an oath that I solemnly swear to uphold the Constitution. I didn't take an oath that said I would uphold political views. I didn't take an oath that said, well, as long as it's according to my belief. Oh yeah, I know what I took an oath for. I took an oath that I would defend the Constitution. The Constitution, do you understand what that means? That means if a joker, if his Constitution, it says, as long as your rights don't infringe on the rights or beliefs of others. Read the Constitution, people. Read the Constitution. Before you sit up here and dog out somebody for what they're doing, read the Constitution. Before you say that somebody's un-American, and before you say it's time for somebody to leave. The same people that's sitting up here crying about a football player that's then brought more exposure to unfair treatment of blacks in America and have done more for the fight the fight of injustice of blacks in America than any civil rights leader has done in the last 5 years. not without somebody getting killed. Now, you see all these civil rights leaders at all these funerals. You see all these civil rights leaders at all these press moments. But you know what? This joker said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to lose money. I'm going to lose money. The NFL may even kick me out of the NFL. I'm going to have jokers that's going to want to take cheap shots at me. But see what y'all forgetting, right? He risked more than a lot of other people risk for that flag. You know, the same people that's out here crying about a football player not saluting the flag, it's the same jokers that before this happened used to be at Braves baseball game when I was security. They're back, 14, 15 years ago when we used to play in Fulton County Stadium. These same jokers that you see now that's complaining about a football player not standing, I used to look at them because I was a soldier then. I'm still a soldier to the day I die, but I was an active duty soldier. These same jokers used to sit in their seat and not stand up. And you can go back, if you can pull up, just go on YouTube. Go on YouTube and pull up some old baseball games. Pull up some old baseball games. Pull up some old football games. I carried the colors at the Hawks basketball game. And believe me, carrying the Army colors with all them streamers on it, that's why be easy got these guns. Because it wasn't no joke. But then you go back and you look at these videos, and you see these same jokers who used to whine, moan, groan, and complain because, that's whine, moan, and groan, and complaining because a joker he kneeled during the national anthem. But then you look at these same jokers, you can find them on YouTube, I'm telling you. You can find them on there sitting down during the national anthem. You can find them on there talking. You can find them on there laughing, joking, drinking beer, doing everything except respecting those colors. But now, all of a sudden, they the most patriotic people in the whole entire world. Why am I pissed off? Because of the simple fact, I fought for this country. I fought for this country. I was telling my wife, and I was in tears, and one day I'm going to release that video of the First Sign Meltdown. I'm going to release that video and show you that I was actually in tears because I was like, how many Christmases that I spent away from my babies? You know how many Christmases that I spent on an MSR? But then these same people that's sitting up here complaining about a football player, it's the same people that when I was a recruiter slammed the door in my face. Slammed the door in my face. These same people today will come up to you and say, well, hey, thank you for your service. But these same people in 1995 to 1998, when I called their house, said, my son or daughter ain't going in the Army. Blacks, whites, Hispanic. I'm not singling out any color. I don't went to black people's house and they done told me the Army ain't a place for a black man. I said, well, what that make me? I done went to a white people's house and they said, nah, my son or daughter ain't going in the Army. They don't need to go in the Army. But these, and I looked, right? And I said, if you go back in World War I, World War II, the Korean War, the Vietnam War, when they didn't have a choice, you go back and some of these guys ain't alive today. The guys from Normandy, they're not alive today. They kids are the ones that's sitting up here complaining about a joke and a flag. And Joker said it. He said, your DD-214 at, cuz? 9 times out of 10, you ain't got one. So that means your grandfather probably rolling over in his grave, not because the guy not saluting the flag, not because the guy is not standing during the national anthem. What he's rolling over in his grave about is, you know, he had a grandson, a granddaughter. Well, I'm not even going to say daughter, but a grandson, because back in their mindset, a woman couldn't serve, but he had a grandson that didn't have enough nuts to go serve his country. But now he can sit up here and say what somebody else ain't doing. Let me see your DD-214. I'll compare mine to yours. Oh, I'm sorry. 9 times out of 10, you don't have one. So the next time you throw a rock, get out of that glass house. Now back to the main topic is this real talk, real fathers, real man. What we have to realize is that we as black people, and I'm saying this not only to my black brothers, but my white brothers, my Hispanic brothers, y'all look and say, well, black people this, black people that, black people are so mean, black people are violent. Wow, really? Let's try this here. If for 200 years, you know, you was abused constantly, 200 years plus, you was abused constantly because of the color of your skin. You was taken from a country where you was kings, queens, warriors, and all of a sudden you was beaten to that warrior spirit came out of you. At least you thought it came out of you. It's still there. So somewhere along the way, you had to say, you know, to me, I said, nobody don't owe me nothing. Nobody don't owe me nothing. I'm living an American dream. Only thing I want is just respect. And so I go out and try and earn that every day. But so often, I don't get respect. I don't get respect on my job. I don't get respect certain places I go, you know. And it's not because of things I did. It's because of the color of my skin. When people see me, they see a big black, bald head black dude. So instantly they become intimidated. Instantly they look and say, well, you know, I can tell what he's going to be about. No, you can't. So somehow along the way, we got to say, well, hey, look. We got to say, look. We used to sing songs like "We Shall Overcome," you know, "Come This Far by Faith." I remember the days when my granddaddy used to take me out on civil rights marches. As a 5 or 6 years old, if you think about it. That was 1971. So when you look, we forgave America for the way they treated blacks even after the slaves was free. We forgave America in less than 50 years for the way blacks were still being, you know, drugged behind cars, hung. Listen, guys, I'm not talking about in 1851. I'm talking about in 1951. 100 years, even though slavery was over in 1865, 100 years still in 1965, when I was born, blacks were still getting sprayed with high pressure hoses. Yes. So that's why I said the episode, why do you hate us? Hell, you done beat the hell out of us. You done took everything we had. You made sure that we wasn't given an opportunity to succeed, and blacks still found a way to succeed. We showed the world that we are a resilient people. And so as a resilient people, you hate us because we're resilient? Do you hate us because somehow or another a person that you've been constantly dragging down since they've been brought into this country? Because this country is just as much ours as it is the next person. The guy that's Donald Trump's running mate, he's only a second generation American. Second generation. And he gets more respect and more props than I do. And if you chase my lineage back, it's been Evans on this soil for hundreds of years. It's been a Martin on this soil for hundreds of years. It's been a Murray on this soil for hundreds of years. So when you look at that, you have a guy that's fighting against immigration that, okay, I don't care whether you did it right, wrong, or indifferent, you fight for immigration, and you yourself is new to America. When you look at years. Come on, people. Come on, guys. Wake up, man. Right here, if you're looking at this show, black, white, Chinese, Hispanic, Asian, whatever, somehow along the line you got to say to yourself, like, I can make a difference. I can make a difference. I can be that joker that sit down and see a black guy in the mall, say, hey man, can I buy you a cup of coffee? Let's sit down and chat it up. You know? You know that's your weak point. The guy came on the news the other day and he was saying that, what do I do? What do I do? Because, you know, I fear black people. What do I do? I don't care too much for black people. We hate what we don't know. We're afraid of what we don't know. So what do? You go out there and you meet them. Now, like everybody keep telling me, you know, you got probably about, when you go into bad areas, people that you see that's messing up the population in that area only make up probably about 5 to 7%. The rest of those people was in that neighborhood, they're trying to make it just like you are. But then you have some bums out there that's just trying to make life bad for everybody else. Want to bring everybody down just with them. But I'm sure if you go to that neighborhood, you'll find some good people. Hell, you might even run into my mama. You know? Because that's where Big Easy was raised. I was the first 13 years of my life I was in the projects. Thought I'd never go back. Yeah, we moved on 9th Street in 1977. So actually the first 12 years of my life. Listen, as we run out of time, I know this was a quick 30 minutes, and if this is your first time listening to Real Talk, Real Fathers, Real Man, hey, please support me, man. Please support me because I have a good word, man. I'm not trying to change nobody. I'm not trying to be politically correct. I'm not one of them jokers that's gonna say white people is bad and black people is good and Republicans is bad and that's not what type of show this is. This is the type of show that look at issues that's going on around us, not only in the black community, but as men, as women, people who's family people who's trying to raise a family. But as they try and raise a family, they constantly running into brick walls. This is a place where we talk about that stuff. But what y'all got to realize, and this is part one, and next week we'll probably do part two, or it may be 3 months down the line. Y'all know I'm crazy as the door is long. But the thing about it, we're going to continue to address this because what we have to realize is that the civil rights movement was only 50 years ago. And it ended less than 50 years ago, so that means it's still a constant battle. So if you sit up there and say, man, white people already got everything they wanted. Think about the Holocaust. You know, a lot more black people died during slavery, during the slave ship, on slave ships, than died in the Holocaust. So when you look at this and say, well, okay, they rebound. It's easy to rebound with somebody that look like you. It's easy to relate because somebody look like you. Even if their ideals is wrong and their ideals aren't the same as yours, you can relate to them a lot easier if they look like you. It's hard to say, you know, hey, I support this, and it's a black man or a black woman. But it's easy to turn your back on it and say, hey man, ain't no way, man. They don't look like me, so they wrong. So, hey, your homework assignment for this week, go buy somebody a cup of coffee of the opposite race and just say, hey man, can we chat it up? 30 minutes, just like now. You say how quick this 30 minutes went. 30 minutes, let's chat it up. You know, and you will find out that guy or that girl is just like you. Once again, I thank everybody who's tuning in, checking me out. Pass the word to your friends. Trying to give you a good show every night. Once a week when I'm out here on the road, getting it done. So this is your boy Too Easy, Big Easy, Too Easy Unchained, whatever you want to call me. And this is Real Talk, Real Fathers, Real Men. Let's end it with a song. We come this far by faith. There it is. Y'all take it easy. We out.